Hi everybody, welcome to 30 Day Booty. Today is day 5. I am Tamara and we're going to do a bunch of glute exercises today. Today we're going to do a lot of squats, including some single leg squats. So what you want to prioritize is bending the knee, but keeping the knee stable over the knee joint. So it's going to try to wiggle wobble in and out of position, but the best you can. Point that knee like right over your pinky toe and thereabouts. I'll talk you through that as we go. We're going to start off with either a dumbbell or a kettlebell today. If you have the choice, maybe choose a kettlebell today because we will do some one-legged squats, and having that lower center of gravity will help just a little bit with balance. Okay, you ready? Let's go. All right. So we're going to take, I'm going to scooch back first of all, we're going to take our kettlebell. You can hold it low if you want to. I'm going to hold it higher for this first set, just so to get a little bit of extra core engagement, and also it reminds me to keep my chest really high while we're working. So we start off with the feet together, and we're going to step off to the right and take a nice low squat, bring it up and back to center. Step out and drop that backside, and then reach it back up. So the first thing I want you to think about again is keeping those knees nice and wide, pulling back towards your pinky toe. And the second thing I want you to think about is make that one smooth movement. So we're not stepping out and then coming down into the squat, but we're actually using our hips and our leg muscles to decelerate into that descent. Working that muscle eccentrically on the way down. That means that we're lengthening that muscle even as we're trying to contract it. It's the same reason why walking downstairs feels a little harder in your quadriceps than walking upstairs sometimes. That lengthening contraction through the muscle. So that glute is stretching and squeezing. So I want to do 30 of these, 15 to each side. And if you like to, you can take a nice wide squat if that's what works for you. Just watch that the knees can follow along. Same thing, you can take a smaller, narrower squat as well, as long as your knees and your toes agree about where they're going. Because this is a nice long set, you're probably going to feel a little bit of a cardio effect. And I want you to make sure you're keeping your belly nice and pulled in tight as well. If you want to change, you can take that lower center of gravity how many that is, but I'm going to do 6 more. And you can stay with me, or you can count for accuracy. It's really less about the number of reps and more about doing enough so that it's hard at the beginning, easy in the beginning and harder at the end of the set. That's how you know you've done enough. All right, that was our first set. Second set is a single leg squat. So we're gonna hold on to that kettlebell in the left hand, and we're gonna stand on the right leg. And what I'd like you to do is move your hips as if you were gonna sit back on that right heel. So I'm gonna do these sideways. Kettlebell or weight is nice and low, and you'll see that my body is tipping forward. That's okay, as long as you keep your posture strong. I'm gonna float my opposite leg out behind for a little counterbalance. And if you need to, just keep a lighter touch on it. Even if I've got that toe down the whole time, if most of my weight is on that right leg, I'm gonna get it. Nice and slow. You can tap or not tap. If you're getting your thumb about level with the bottom of that knee, you've probably gone enough. That's pretty far. That's gonna feel like you're doing something. Whew. Nice. So chest is trying to stay high, even though the glutes are trying to get low. So there's a little bit of a battle. I'm gonna do 3 more. We're gonna call that 15. Great. And we're gonna do the other side. These are so good for you, because not only are they gonna really get into that whole glute and your whole leg, including ankle strength and stability, including balance, including lower back and core, but it also gives you a little bit of a defense against injury, because most of the time, if we're getting injured, it's when we're on one leg or shifting our weight from one leg to another. So the stronger you can get when you're on one leg only, the more that's going to serve you in so many ways. It also gives you the opportunity to feel the asymmetry. So none of us are really symmetrical. We got a good leg and a less cooperative leg. We got a stronger side. We got a well-balanced side. And we can do this forever. We'll probably never be exactly even, but we can give ourselves a fighting chance, right? I'm gonna do 4 more. Whew. Good squats today. Always tap down when you need to, so I like to say tapping down is better than falling down every single time. And the fact that you're spending most of your time on that one leg, ooh, that's gonna make you stronger. So that was probably a little short today. That's okay, it was pretty good work. I'll see you tomorrow.